Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to the warning with a track from the House of Blues on April 30th, 2023. This was the first stop on the Error 2023 tour for the warning in the United States. And so this was also probably the very first night they used a jar to decide on a song that the fans in the audience were going to pick out of the jar. And the song today is Psychotic. So we enjoy that one. We actually saw a really good version of that a lot of people hadn't seen before, just about a week ago. But we wanted to get to this one too, just because we anticipate it'll be really good. This was a gig where Plush and Holy Wars opened for them. Holy Wars is still opening for them on a lot of American dates. And also in Mexico recently they did. So that's great. We like Holy Wars. We like Plush too, but just so happens we saw Holy Wars. All right, House of Blues, San Diego. Let's go ahead and check it out.
All right.
We're gonna have a jar. It is the jar. And in this jar we have a couple of. In this jar we have a couple of songs, ones that did not make tonight's set list. Oh no! But you, one of you lucky people, will get to choose the song that we play next. And there's actually a very, very old one in there. So one lucky city will get that song. Let's see if San Diego is the place tonight. So Ali is going to give the jar to Charles.
Make Ali participate. That's what that is.
There you go. By the way, the person who picks the song gets to keep the little paper. They will show it to us. All right. Let's go. Would you mind telling us which song got chosen? All right, guys. Looks like Psychotic is the song we're playing right now. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Psychotic. All the people.
All right. Are we ready for Psychotic? What's that?
All right. What'd you think, Adrian?
It's cool seeing them do the jar thing again. I think it was the second time I've seen them do it, or maybe the third. I don't know.
No, second time we saw them do it with Red Hands not too long ago.
Yeah. This is the second time. I thought maybe the third, but I kind of doubt that. But anyway, as usual, they have one of the younger, smaller audience members pick the song. And that's pretty cool. I think.
Yeah, it was nice. In this one, we could actually see her going into the jar. I think it was her, from what I remember. And then you could see on the magic marker, it's psychotic. So what I'm gathering about the jar is that each song is in there on one piece of paper. And then once it's picked at one show, that paper is gone. And that song is off of the list of jar songs, potential jar songs. Which is a good idea, actually. I like that. And also gives the fan a memento. It's like you can keep the paper. And, that way you get a nice smattering of different songs so they can really expect to play each song, at least once during the tour at some point or another.
I also liked the part where Danny's like, Allie is going to give the jar to Charles.
I found that hilarious because I didn't really see why Danny couldn't have just done the same thing, but except to give Allie something to do. Maybe it was funny. I noted for the first time, because I saw it in the comments from the last time we watched this song, that Allie and Pow have synchronized head bobs through this one too. 6 of them. I think there's 3 in Survive, but there's 6 in this one, and I found that hilarious. They were, these are things that naturally evolve, I am sure. So that's what makes them really kind of special when you catch them. It's like, yeah, okay, I see what you did there. Yeah, that was quite funny. Yes, indeed. So anyway, that was a good time. That was really good to see. And again, Tom DeBlanc. Actually, I don't know if I knew that when I picked this, but he has turned out to be a great source for good sound on fan cams. So appreciate that, Tom, if you see this. Gee, even the father of the daughter that picked the paper is on here. My little daughter picked up the paper. This was awesome for her. I'm so happy as her father. We love these girls. Excellent. Yep, somebody else wrote FANTASTIC. So yeah, I can get behind that. Anyway, very cool. So folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this, and if there was anything in particular that you think we should have caught that we didn't, or that you'd like to point out, or if you were there, you can tell us about what was going on in the room. Maybe there was something that we didn't catch in the video. Would love to hear about any of that. And if you have other suggestions, please leave those below, especially anything with really nice quality sound. I'm trying to find all the clips that we haven't seen yet of The Warning with really rather high quality audio, because there is a lot of it, and we have seen a lot of it. I know there's more, but it's getting a little harder to find. So if you know of anything like that, please leave it below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. Don't forget we have a new channel now, Modern Rock Talk, where we're putting interviews and behind-the-scenes coverage for bands like The Warning. Actually, quite a bit of The Warning will be over there, and other modern bands that are actually out touring today. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go check it out. And thanks so much for joining us today on this one. And we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.